Welcome to another Far Country Tall Tales and True. I'm David Bell. Fynn has the master touch when it comes to telling a story. He wrote, "Mr. God, this is Anna." And in its own unique way, it's a small-scale masterpiece of Christian literature. Anna was about 5 years old when Fynn first picked her up off the streets. No way would she say where she'd come from, and when Fynn and his mum saw the marks and bruises on her body, no one wanted to press the point. In no time at all, Fynn and Anna were as close as could be. More than brother and sister, more than father and daughter, they understood one another. Mr. God, this is Anna, is a story of love and death, and painting pictures in cruel circumstances, and even learning mathematics when there's hardly enough pennies to buy daily sustenance. The way I read it, this book reveals the glory of God in unconventional ways. Anna was a very busy young lady. She had no time for priests, parsons, school, Sunday school, or church. She was far too engrossed in finding Mr. God. What she was about was what life was about. She always went to the heart of the matter. She figured that Mr. God wants us to be as much like him as possible, having as large a heart and as large an imagination as we possibly can. Despite the bruises on her body and the scars in her mind, she had no sympathy for atheism. A world without Mr. God was incomprehensible. Yet she also knew nothing of God whatsoever. Fynn puts the paradox like this: most people I knew use God as an excuse for their failure. He should have done this, or why has God done this to me? But with Mum and Anna, difficulties and adversities were merely occasions for doing something. Ugliness was the chance to make beautiful. Sadness was the chance to make glad. Mr. God was always available to them. Anna devoured knowledge at a great rate. Take the matter of what words mean, for example. She knew better than some adults that just going to a dictionary, or even three, wasn't enough to give the full flavour of a word. She knew that words were living things that could be stretched or turned around or given enhanced meanings. She understood that language was alive, living, changing, evolving, just like Mr. God. She also understood that Mr. God could easily be tied up in dead words and dead phrases and ideas, which is what church people often did. Or Mr. God could be set free by finding new words. Nothing less than 20 or 30 ways of looking at a new word which caught her imagination was enough to satisfy Anna. It was the same with numbers and mathematics. Fynn sympathised with her frequent absences from school, especially when sums were being taught. At one of those sum lessons, Miss Haynes focused her attention on Anna. "If," said Miss Haynes to Anna, "you had 12 flowers in a row, and you had 12 rows, how many flowers would you have?" Poor Miss Haynes. If only she had asked what 12 times 12 was, she would have got her answer. But no, she had to start messing around with flowers and rows and things. Miss Haynes got an answer, but not the one she expected. But it was an answer. "If," replied Anna, "you grewed flowers like that, you shouldn't have no bloody flowers." Precocious, of course, yes, indeed, But there's much more to Anna. Fynn reveals a child's exploration of haunting beauty, leading deeper and deeper into the mysteries of Mr. God as shown by Anna. Then, in the space of a few short sentences, Anna is dead. She falls from a tree onto the stump of an iron paling fence. It acts like a sword, splitting her open. There are the final flickers of consciousness before the God light in her eyes dims. And Fynn says it all. I wanted to hate God, wanted him out of my system, but he wouldn't go. I found God more real, more strangely real than ever before. Hate wouldn't come, but I despised him. God was an idiot, a cretin, a moron. He could have saved Anna, but he didn't. He just let this happen. There's the savage riddle of existence laid bare. Laughter and tears, tragedy and glory, no answers to life's realities and solutions to problems that don't really matter. Fynn gives his own explanation at the very end of the book. What does he say? In my middle, which is one of Anna's cryptic insights into the real nature of Mr. God. It wouldn't be fair to explain it. You must read Mr. God, This is Anna for yourself. But one last word about Fynn and Anna. In the introduction to the book, the question's put, is all of this true? The answer may be that the whole thing is myth, and in this way is more deeply true than a mere fact can ever be. At the same time, this is a book full of real people, and certainly some real things that happened. A true myth usually works that way. Fynn was real. Sidney Hopkins wrote 3 books under that pseudonym. I was first told about Mr. God, This is Anna, close to the start of my own work as a church minister. It had a deep effect on me as we were raising 2 young daughters. Back then, I wrote that the closest book to Mr. God, This is Anna was, in my opinion, the Gospel of John. Both demanded a very, very close reading. I haven't changed my mind. Join me again, same time, same channel next week for more far country tall tales and true. Do subscribe, like and share on YouTube, and thanks for watching.